Hello, dear seniors. Let's be honest. Growing older doesn't mean saying goodbye to pleasure. In fact, it often means understanding it more deeply, appreciating it more gently, and yes, enjoying it more wisely. But here's the truth no one really talks about. Just like everything else in life, even self-love comes with a learning curve. Especially when you're past 60, your body changes, your energy shifts, and suddenly, what used to feel good might leave you feeling sore, tired, or worse, putting your health at risk. But don't worry, this isn't a warning. It's a warm invitation. An invitation to keep exploring your body in a way that's safe, joyful, and deeply respectful of the wonderful person you've become. Because pleasure isn't just for the young. It's for the wise, the kind, the brave. It's for you. So before we dive in, take a breath, smile gently to yourself, and remember, this isn't about shame, it's about care. Now, let's talk about the 5 habits to avoid while masturbating in old age so you can stay healthy, happy, and beautifully alive. Habit number 1, rushing through it. Let's begin with something many of us don't even realize we're doing, rushing through the moment. In younger years, perhaps pleasure was something quick and fiery, a release after a long day, or a distraction before sleep. But as we age, our bodies change, our minds slow down, and what once felt good enough no longer satisfies in the same way. Many older adults make the mistake of treating self-pleasure like a task, something to be done quickly, quietly, and without much thought. But when we rush, we disconnect. We lose touch with the rhythm of our breathing, the warmth of our own skin, the poetry of touch. Worse still, rushing can cause tension in the pelvic muscles, irregular blood flow, and even minor injury, especially in prostates that are already sensitive with age. Instead, take your time. Light a candle, take a warm shower, play soft music, and breathe deeply. Let the experience be gentle, slow, and full of care. This isn't about chasing climax, it's about being present. Because the more present you are, the better your body responds. And here's a secret. You treat your body with patience, it begins to trust you again. And when your body trusts you, pleasure becomes not just possible, but profound. So let go of the old rush. You're not in a race. You're in a beautiful private conversation with yourself. Take all the time you need. Habit number 2, ignoring the role of lubrication. Let's talk about something many people feel a bit shy to mention, but that becomes absolutely essential as we grow older. Lubrication. Yes, we know it might feel like an extra or something only needed in special situations, but truthfully, ignoring lubrication in your golden years is like trying to water a delicate garden with no rain. Things simply don't flow the way they used to. As we age, our skin becomes thinner, our tissues a bit drier, and our body's natural moisture, well, it takes its time. For men, this means more friction, which can irritate the skin or even lead to micro tears. And for women, dryness can cause real discomfort, even pain during what should be a gentle, joyful experience. Yet many seniors soldier on, thinking it's normal to feel sore afterward. It isn't. Pleasure should never leave you wincing. That's why lubrication isn't just a nice to have. It's a vital part of self-care. It reduces friction, protects sensitive skin, and allows your body to relax into the moment instead of tensing up in defense. Choose a lubricant that's gentle and body-safe. Water-based is usually best, especially for those with sensitive skin or prone to infections. Apply slowly, mindfully. Let it be part of the ritual, not just a tool. Remember, needing lube isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you're listening to your body, and that, dear one, is wisdom. So go ahead, be kind to your skin. Your body has done so much for you all these years. This is one small way you can thank it with softness. If you found this video meaningful, don't forget to subscribe and join our community where we celebrate life's later chapters with heart, humor, and hope. Habit number 3, forgetting to involve the mind. Now here's something we often overlook. We focus on the body, but forget the mind. And yet, the mind is where pleasure truly begins. You see, as we age, our physical responses may become slower or less predictable. That's normal. But what's equally true and far more powerful is that our mental landscape becomes richer, deeper, and full of memory, imagination, and emotion. Still, many seniors treat masturbation like a mechanical act. They sit down, go through the motions, and hope for a result, and when nothing quite clicks, they feel frustrated, or worse, ashamed. But pleasure, especially in old age, isn't just about stimulation, it's about immersion. Close your eyes, think of a warm memory, a moment of laughter, a touch that once lingered. Let your imagination roam not to chase fantasies, but to reawaken the feeling of being desired, cherished, alive. Read a short passage from a sensual story. Listen to music that moves you. Let your senses speak to one another. Because the older mind is not a dull mind, it's a wise and tender guide. It knows how to build intimacy from within. And if sadness visits you in the middle of it, don't push it away. Sometimes, when we open the door to pleasure, old grief sneaks in too. That's okay. Let it pass like a soft wave. Your mind is not broken. It's beautifully human, so don't leave your thoughts behind. Bring them with you, because the heart and the body are never far apart, not at any age. Habit number 4. Not listening to the body's warnings. Here's something that may sound simple, but many forget it in the heat of the moment. Listen to your body. Our bodies are marvelous storytellers. They whisper, they hum, they signal when something's not quite right, but too often we don't hear them, or worse, we ignore them altogether. Especially in later years when joints stiffen, muscles tire more quickly, and the prostate becomes more sensitive. The body may gently say, slow down, change position. Not today, but in pursuit of pleasure or perhaps just habit, we sometimes push past those messages. We tense up, we hold our breath, we clench, rather than release, and afterward, we're left with discomfort, swelling, or a dull ache that lingers longer than it should. Some seniors feel embarrassed when this happens. They say, maybe I'm too old for this, or my body's betrayed me, but the truth is kinder. Your body isn't giving up on you. It's simply asking for a different kind of attention. If you feel any numbness, lingering pain, or pressure around the pelvic area, especially near the prostate, stop, breathe, let your body reset. No shame, no guilt, just wisdom. And if discomfort becomes a pattern, please talk to your doctor. You deserve care, not silence. So here's the gentle truth. Self-love in older age isn't about pushing through. It's about tuning in. You've listened to others all your life. Now it's your turn. Your body deserves your full attention because it's still yours and it still matters. Habit number 5, treating it as something shameful. And now, perhaps the most important habit of all, treating self-pleasure as something shameful. You see, shame is a quiet thief. It doesn't kick the door down, it slips in quietly and makes us feel small, undeserving, or even broken. And sadly, so many older adults carry years, decades, even of messages telling them that their desire must be hidden, ignored, or outgrown. But let's be perfectly clear. Pleasure does not have an expiry date. Desire doesn't disappear when your hair turns gray or your joints start creaking. And intimacy with yourself is not something to feel embarrassed about. In fact, it's the opposite. In old age, when life slows down and the world grows quieter, our relationship with ourselves becomes more important than ever. This is not a time for shame. It's a time for grace, for softness, for truth. If guilt creeps in while you're alone, ask gently, whose voice is this? Is it mine or someone else's? Because often, shame doesn't come from within, it's inherited, passed down, taught. But the good news? You don't have to carry it anymore. Your body is not a burden. Your touch is not a sin. And your pleasure is not something to apologize for. So let this be your quiet rebellion. Let this be the moment you choose joy over judgment. Whether you light a candle, play your favorite song, or simply rest your hand on your heart, do it with kindness. Do it without shame, because if there's one truth worth repeating, it's this. You are still worthy, still vibrant, still beautifully alive. So here we are, dear 1-5 habits, 5 quiet choices that can either invite harmony into your body or unknowingly create discomfort where there should be peace. You've made it through youth, through hardship, through love and loss. You've stood tall in the face of time. So why now should your moments of tenderness be rushed? Why should your pleasure be silent, ashamed, or unkind? The truth is, this stage of life isn't about giving things up. It's about coming home to yourself. It's about unlearning the harshness and remembering the softness. Don't hold your breath, breathe deeply. Don't rush savor. Don't ignore. Your body's wisdom, honor it. And above all, don't let shame steal even one more moment of your joy. There's no rule book for pleasure in old age. No perfect technique. No gold medal. Only this quiet truth. You are still allowed to feel, are still worthy of care, of softness, of connection, even if it begins with your own 2 hands. So take your time. Let curiosity guide you, not habit. Let comfort be your compass, not expectation. And let each touch remind you, this body, this soul, this heart, they've all made it this far. And that, in itself, is something deeply worth celebrating. You're not too old. You're just getting honest. And that, dear friend, is beautiful. Thank you for spending these few gentle minutes with us. If this video resonated with you or with someone you love, please consider liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and leaving a comment below. We read every one of them with care. And if you feel this message could bring comfort to others, don't hesitate to share it. You never know who might need to hear that they're not alone, with warmth, respect, and a quiet smile. Until next time.